Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. First and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerity taught us this truth. Shalawam to you sincere Aki. I'm out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine. Shalawam to the half tabernacle of David, man, 144,000 men, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children. It's your brother Yerami Kazak. Back with hopefully another edifying lesson. All right, let's get into it, man. This one will be about thou shalt not lie, or you don't be a talebearer. That talebearer spirit, right? That is known to influence congregations and separate brothers, man, and break brothers down via slander, via lies. Just that's one of Satan's simplest ways that he can come at you. He can lie to you and try to puff up your pride and your ego, right? The same thing he did to Eve, telling her, you eat this and you shall not die, but that was a lie. Okay, he came with a tail-bearing spirit. And he easily can come into Jake's, man, with a tail-bearing spirit and try to break up the congregation in that type of way. So, most definitely, you got to watch out for that, man. You got to watch out for that. All right, so I want to go to Leviticus 19 and 15. Ye shall do no unright. Well, actually, let's start at 14. All right. Actually, man, let's start at 9. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field, neither shalt thou gather the gleanings of thy harvest. And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and stranger. I am Yahawah your power. Be a kind person, man. Share. Okay? Part of this truth is being sincere. All right? And caring for your brother, man, and your sister. You don't know what your brother and sister is going through. If you out here on a slander campaign or trying to down your brother and not trying to lift up your brother, man, you off. You wicked, man. Okay? Some of you people may get up and live in pleasure and get high-minded because you have been lifted up to a certain pedestal and start forgetting about the little man and forgetting about your brother and your sister, man. Everybody's not set up, man. How everybody's set up, right? We are supposed to love one another. Okay? These are basic commandments given to us. So, that tail-bearing spirit, that lion, and you claim to be in this truth, bro, you 100% off. Because that's not showing love. You're coming at your brother with a defraud spirit, man. All right? 11. Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. Never. These are commandments. And ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahawah. You coming in the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, but you're not doing what he says. You're not walking in the correct ways. Then you're basically lying and using his name to do so, as these other camps do, man. All right? And certain brothers that may claim to be under the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS. Okay? Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. One thing I was taught, by the elders out here in at California, man, GMS Los Angeles, man, always the tip when you go out, man. Regardless. And that's just the thing, right? To tip. It's being sincere. It's being a generous person. It's sharing. This money don't mean shit to us, man. It's a defense. But we not about to hold on to it like it's everything. Okay? You be a sincere person. You tip. All right? Especially when a person is doing a great job. All right, when you go out to eat and things like that. That's what I'm talking about. So don't be stingy with money. Don't be stingy with the truth. Help brothers and sisters. We are here to be a light. We are here to put light in our other brothers, man. The battery in their back to help them out, to lift them up, to keep them going, to push them. Right? So, just be a sincere brother, man. All right, 13. Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor. neither rob him the wages of him that is hired, shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shall fear thy power. I am Yahawah. All right, and also stumbling block before the blind. Our people that can't see it, that's not in this truth. You don't put no stumbling block in front of them. You don't knock them down in such a way where they won't even come into it. You bringing the blame upon the ministry, and you're not bringing nobody in, man. You know, numbers, just because, and the thing is, like, brothers that have numbers and won't be saving anybody. They'll just be having hella numbers, right? And numbers may be like a stumbling block to people, right? You see a brother got all these so-called followers, right? But they may be teaching incorrectly. Like, ISUPK always got thousands of followers on the TikTok, right? But they always in there teaching incorrectly, man, on some bullshit. Same as IUIC. Now, we know these numbers is bought, man. Okay? You do some research on it, they can buy views and followers and actually buy comments. You can it's all fictitious. You can fabricate an entire ministry through AI, through bots. All right, it all can be fabricated. That's also a tale-bearing spirit. Okay? So don't put no stumbling block before the blind. Don't put no stumbling block. Don't pick on anybody that's less fortunate, that doesn't have a portion of the spirit like you have. Don't get in a high-minded state. Always remember, man, you here to help. You're not here to hinder. 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. In righteousness. You don't just look at a brother because he's up high, he's financially stable. You don't look at a brother different because he's poor. All right? You treat the janitor like the CEO, man. We say it a million times. Leave that kiss-ass spirit alone. That right there is very familiar with a talebearer. It's going to lead you into sin. Respecting persons, man. All right? We don't do that. We give honor to our elders. That's what we do, man. We honor our mother and father. You know what I'm saying? We honor our spiritual mother and father, right? You know, the elders that rule well and teach over us. Okay? You know, that don't mean you got to kiss ass. That means you give double honors, man, when you in the lessons. You listen. You take advice. You take rebuke. You listen, man. All right? At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am Yahawah. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. And how do you do that? In righteousness. You judge thy neighbor in righteousness. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. Okay? You got to get the full story, 100%. You can't be no talebearer, because if you judge off some bullshit, off of what you heard and what you think, then it's going to be a lie, and it's going to cause confusion, and it's going to cause a misunderstanding. Okay? Some people is set up to lie, man. Like I said, man, Satan creep in unawares. What's that, Jude, 1st chapter? Some men creep in unawares. You know, just to cause confusion and misunderstanding and to separate certain brothers, man. So you got to be looking out for that. 18. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So if a brother is holding a grudge against you, they already off. They not keeping the scriptures. We ain't that petty shit. That's nigga shit. All right? That's a nigga spirit, man. That tail-bearing spirit is a nigga spirit. Lying, holding a grudge, hating, right? We hate the sin, all right? We hate the sinners, all right? But if a brother's in this truth and he's righteous and he's doing what he's supposed to do, producing works, right? Some brothers may hate brothers because they produce more works than them. I've heard a brother, man, speak on a live, and he said, yeah, you brothers is producing works, but they not edifying. Like, nigga, what? You ain't producing works though, as much. So it's like a hating spirit, man. Okay? And yes, some brothers may produce work sometimes and it don't be hitting full in effect, right? Because they may do it to us in a situation where you just doing it to do it. Don't just do it to do it. You gotta have a spirit on you. Okay? But sometimes, hey, some brothers do have a high portion of the spirit where things are inspiring and they go through things, etc., man. We all don't have the same portion of the spirit. Don't be mad or COVID thy neighbor if he has a higher portion of the spirit than you. That shit is off, man. That hating spirit, man. Holding a grudge. Being jealous, envious. Okay? Pray more. Fast more. Some brothers easily fast. And some brothers always pray. You know, and some brothers don't. Like me, man. I fast constantly, man. Constantly. You know, and I'm always seeking Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And that didn't come overnight. I built that up through years, man. Of fasting and of seeking. So and I'm never envious of another brother, man. I love to hear my brothers teach and break down things to me that I ain't know about or that I didn't get, and break it down in gracefulness and peace and compassion. I love it, man. I'm here for my brothers, man. And I hope the brothers will be the same way with me like that, man. And this just in a general statement, man. Because it be some talebearers like Alizar Hoover, man. He's a talebearer. Lying. Trying to cause confusion and strife amongst the camps. Saying that another man is envious of another man. Man, shut up, man. Alright? That is not true. Okay? Saying that Elder Apostle Torah is envious of Bishop Nate. How you gonna be envious of a bug out, man? Just because somebody rebukes him don't mean he's envious. You rebuke your brother because, what? Let's read it again. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. That's showing love, man. At the end of the day. And matter of fact, let's go get that, man. Don't be no damn busybody, man. Alright? 1 Peter 4:15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Alright? You basically being a female. Running around gossiping. That's not what we commanded to do, man. Oh, let me get that. I want to get that word busybody. Alright? One who takes the supervision of affairs pertaining to others and in no wise to himself a meddler in other men's affairs. You think you a parole officer, right? You know what I'm saying? You think that you a parole officer, that you know what I'm saying? You gossiping. Alright? That right there leads to talebearing. Especially if you're not coming to talk to your brother. Alright? If y'all not handling situations correctly, man. Hey, every brother ain't gonna handle everything correctly. Sometimes we mess up. Right? And it takes a real man to admit that. Right? Proverbs 11:13. Let's keep it going. A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. So you can notice, man, listen to a brother when he talk and peep it. If you know certain things, like if they come in to lie and you already know the truth, then they gonna reveal that they a liar. They gonna reveal certain things, or they gonna reveal how they really feel about somebody. Because if somebody's lying about somebody, they don't really like that brother. All right, if somebody's mad about getting rebuked, they don't really like that brother. And they not really in this truth. Because they didn't take the time to examine themselves and check themselves. All right, 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. If brothers is coming and checking you without counsel, they ain't come and check you. What is that, man? The people fall. You destroy the congregation. All right? We have a certain brother, man, that's a talebearer. And I miss, you know, and I addressed it the other day. And the things that he did was he didn't even realize it's Satan in him. Set up to make a congregation fall, man. Because he didn't hold no counsel. Truly, with the brothers. All right? But you take it back a couple months ago, he held counsel when he crept behind his wife's back and started messing with this Edomite chick. He held counsel for that. Maybe because he felt like he was in the wrong. I don't even see how the law was broke. Right? But he held counsel for her. But he didn't hold counsel for some righteous brothers who he's been acting funny towards. Right? And that talebearing spirit is being exposed in you, man. All right? And you continue to talebear, man. You continue to lie on your brothers, man, who's out here doing works constantly and consistently. Man, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi gonna come and see you, bro. I pray that you do repent and lose that habit, because that's a bad habit of lying. I always hated a liar, man. In the world, I hated a liar. I could never lie. All right? As a kid, man, if I get caught, man, I'm telling, I did it, mama. I did it. I did it. Right? And man, I hate a talebearer, man. Because all it does is create problems and confusion and strife. When, bro, we ain't here to here to be buddy and friends and all that. I mean, yeah, it's the brotherhood. But hey, if we ain't got no common ground or whatever, some brothers is different, man. Some brothers click with other brothers than other brothers, you know. So you don't gotta agree with everything a brother do, but you gotta agree on his doctrine. We teach the same doctrine. Right? And hey, check your congregation, man. As the elder said, man, these guys got to produce works. I checked that amongst the brothers that was with me, and people get mad. All right, if you get mad at rebuke, then you ain't in this thing, man. You ain't in this thing. You can't take correction. You know the standard, and you can't follow it. You ain't in this thing, man. All right. So let's keep it going, man. Proverbs 18:8. And let's actually start at the top. Through desire a man, having separated himself, seeketh and intermittently with all wisdom. A fool hath no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. When the wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. This is why we are put through these situations, to judge these situations, to get some experience, to understand how to handle a tale-bearing spirit. At the end of the day, man, we understand, and being a bigger person, understanding, man, it's Satan. All right? Regardless if a brother don't feel like he's being a tale-bearer, it's a misunderstanding, though. Right? Because if we address the true situation of me rebuking brothers for not doing works, the elders would have handled it the same way, man. I didn't rebuke no brother that was new. I rebuked brothers that was a year in. Why haven't you produced works yet, man? A year in. Right? And they still want to stand on it and be mad. And other brothers have rebuked them as well and gave them hints. Sent them videos like, hey, you should do a lesson on this. You should do a lesson on this. You should do a lesson on this. Trying to hint to you to get on it. All right? My sword sharp, your sword not sharp. But you in the lives and you putting precepts all the time. So that's showing you got an understanding. Okay? Don't be no conversational light. We done said it 100 times, man. Don't be no conversational light. This is not the barbershop. I'm going to say that, though. I got to say that every lesson. This is not the barbershop, man. All right? And like I say, poor leadership trickles down. So that tail-bearing spirit that brother is bringing, it's going to trickle down to certain brothers. And then they're going to have a tail-bearing spirit. And they're going to feel like that they don't have to produce works. When that brother produces works, man. At the end of the day. You know? But he's providing a cushion for these brothers not to produce works. And that's not leading your congregation correctly, man. All right? You know these brothers is a year in and really more than that. All right? And they supposed to be producing works, man. Come on. Okay? Let's keep it going. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. He also that is slothful in his work is brother to him that is a great waster. These things go hand in hand. You lie because you don't want to do the whole thing. You lie because the truth is too much. You don't want to tell the truth. It's too much for you. A brother would lie about works when that's going to catch up to him. Because, man, brothers look at you and your track record and how many, they go back in the months and the years and, you know, the gaps that certain brothers got. You ain't been producing works in this point, and this point, and this point. And brothers always got lies. Oh, I didn't have no phone, or et cetera, or whatever. Man, nah, cut it out. All right? Yeah, certain things do happen. Maybe. Right? But come on, man. If you truly want to serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, you're going to make it happen. At the end of the day, we men. We got to be men. We got to stand on our 10 toes, man. All right? Stand on business and put in this work. Don't lie. Because if you talebearing to yourself. I didn't have enough time that week. I didn't have enough time that week? Seriously? Come on, man. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is waking you up. Giving you 24s. Giving you 7 24s a week. Right? Or unless you just different. I guess he giving you 7 12s or something. I don't know. Giving you 7 24s. Right? You know. And maybe some brothers is conditioned differently. Me, I only need about 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Right? And I get done what I need to do in the whole day. And I still have time to do little pleasures, man. Like playing the game or whatever it be, man. Watching the playoffs, etc. I'm still getting a video a day up. Right? You know, so it's all about managing your time. We learn these things in school, man. And I came from a country-ass education system, but I learned how to manage my time. It's all about managing your time, man. If you putting too much downtime into your woman and not this truth, then she has took your heart away from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Right? You got brothers like that, man, that believe they need multiple wives and shit, but they ain't producing videos every day. You putting all your time into a woman and getting your rocks off, man. That shit ain't beneficial to you at this point in time, man. This place is waste, man. This place is polluted. All right? The name of Yahawah is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. The end of the day. 8. The words of a talebearer are wounds. And they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. These are basically bullets, man. Shots, lies. Set up to destroy and hinder and wither away at a congregation. And it done that to the brothers over here. Right? It tried to. You know, we used to be stronger than we were. Before a brother came and tried to lie and break down brothers, man. Or he didn't correct other brothers that was lying. There was a lot of talebearing going on. You know? And with that being said, man, I just step away because I ain't with that. I ain't with the drama. I ain't with the bullshit. I'm not here to be going back and forth with a brother, man. I'm here to do the works. Work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. I'm not here for all that other shit, man. I'm not here for your personal drama, bro. Don't be calling me and doing all that. I ain't with all that. You know, I'm from a different area where, hey, we don't play like that. Okay, we don't play like that. I don't know how y'all play, but we don't play like that. All right? I just want to do the works, and I keep these laws and commandments to the best of my ability, and I maintain my household. All that other drama and that other bullshit, you can keep that away from me. Your lying spirit, your habits like that, you can keep that away from me, man. Being sneaky. We found out you was sneaky when your wife exposed you for being sneaky, right? And I found out, and in my sense, I was like, he ain't break the law. He got a concubine, okay, so what? But that's showing me that you can't rule your household like she's in your head or something. She made you feel a type of way, right? She's like, he was doing this and doing that. Why the fuck is she speaking in the congregation, man? You had a whole council about it and you let women speak. That shit is off, man. The real ones ain't gonna do that. Tell your wife to shut up, man. Alright? Shit ain't never gonna happen, bro. Real ones, man. If you really doing this thing, you really ruling your household, brothers can have concubines, man. You can have multiple wives. If you maintaining this ministry first, right? At the end of the day, man, your wife shouldn't be coming out trying to expose you or whatever. All right? That's weird. Tell her to shut up. You need some help with that? Like, come on, man. Maintain your household. Okay? That shit off. And that made you look bad. All right? And you blocked certain brothers because certain brothers wasn't with that. They looked at you differently. All right? Because it was weak. And I'm going to just say it was weak, bro. You know, you bringing your wife in the congregation, letting her speak and letting her talk. Because we know she wanted some attention. That's weird, bro. The elders don't allow that. We don't allow women to speak. They don't allow women to speak, man. You say you following the elders, then do it. It's clearly proven that you're not. The way that you handled that situation, man. That was off. All right, let's keep it going. Proverbs 20 and 19. And matter of fact, let's start at 17. Bread of deceit is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with gravel. You may think you'll be up. You thought you was up at one point. This is how all liars are. When they tell that lie, they believe that they up. They getting away with it. Oh yeah, ain't nobody gonna find out. It's never gonna be exposed. It's gonna be exposed, Joe. Trust and believe that, man. Okay? Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war. This counsel which you never held with a brother, but you held it for an Edomite bitch. You held it for an Edomite bitch. That's straight wicked. That really was a talebearer, and you was trying to talk to her, right? Before she was doing all that shit, you was trying to get with her. Yeah, we know. So that talebearing spirit that she has, man, it might have jumped right off of her onto you. Okay, you know, you said you needed somebody to talk to. That's what you said during the counsel that you held for her. Why the fuck you holding a counsel for an Edomite, man? At the end of the day, man, you know she a wicked ass devil. Kick her ass out. And you said that somebody committed suicide because of her. No, they ain't commit suicide because of her. Everything, man, is done by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They committed suicide because he wanted that to be. You think it's free will, bro? Is you teaching free will now? Do we got to go back and teach that? Come on, man. You 4 years in, right? 5 years. And they gave you the title? Like that means something? That doesn't mean something, man. These brothers will be exposed, man, for who they really are. They try to act high-minded and wise, but they get broke down, man. I hate a talebearing spirit, man. that talebearing demon will be broke down and exposed. Saying some brothers is too harsh. No, we real. Certain brothers is real, man. We real in the Carolinas. You know, this is a different spirit. This may be a different spirit than other regions. But we real, man. We got to speak and be honest. And according to the scriptures, spare none, man. Cry out loud. Can't hold back. Want me to conceal my spirit or hold it back and not be real and stand on some bullshit? I ain't standing on no bullshit. The elders ain't teach us to stand on no bullshit, man. We got to be real. Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war. That's what we just held. Counsel. All right? That's what we just held. And more things came out that I didn't even know about. How you been treating other brothers wickedly. How you been being sneaky to other brothers, man. I'm like, dang. I thought it was just me. I didn't know you was doing all that. 19. He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Therefore meddle not with him that flattereth his lips. You speak sweet things and got everybody thinking that you something that you not. You know? And we can't take the fact that you actually do produce good lessons. But the lifestyle, the things that you do on the low and behind the scenes is coming out and being exposed. Not just by me, by other brothers as well. Okay? So you need to repent and work on that, man. Fast off that talebearing spirit. Or do better judgment. Have better judgment towards your brothers, man. And your sisters. And how to handle situations, man. That personal family shit, all of that, talking about like it's cheating. It ain't no such thing as cheating. Is it adultery? No, it ain't adultery. All right? You know? Hey, you got to work that out with yourself, man. Whoso curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness. An inheritance may be gotten hastily at the beginning, but the end thereof shall not be blessed. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on Yahawah, and he shall save thee. Exactly. Right? And Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi works all this stuff out at the end of the day, man. You know? So you can have an inheritance at the beginning, but the spirit can be took away from you at the end. Live in fear like that. Live in fear. Live with that. Knowing that you can be wise and smart and all of that. But like Saul, that kingdom will be stripped. Okay? I got one more scripture, then I'm going to get up out of here. Proverbs 26 and 18. As a madman who casteth firebrands, arrows, and death. That's words. Sending words and to harm your brother. To slander your brother and take out your brother. Right? And you can go back to our messages. When I heard you was talking about me to everybody. And you ain't never come talk to me. But I'm a man. I came and talked to you. Right? And you did what? You blocked me. Because I told you. I said, man, your discernment is off. Okay? You getting, I told these brothers to do works. And they run to you. Well, I told this brother to handle himself a certain way. You know, don't be going off. I'm rebuking. Right? And some brothers take the rebuke and be cool. Hey, but you didn't judge righteous. You judged off of what? Appearance, man. Okay? A liar gonna come and tell you his story and hope that the true story don't get found out. Right? So is the man that deceiveth his neighbor and saith, am not I in sport? One thing you said was, I don't gotta come and talk to you. That's what you said. I'm like, what? The law clearly says you come and talk to a brother, man. If y'all have a problem. Y'all come and talk to each other. And if y'all can't work it out, then you come back with 2 or 3 witnesses. Right? Everything must be proven. So for you to say that, you automatically was like, you're not following the scriptures. You don't have to come and talk to me. You don't have to come and address me on something that pertains to my name. So just keep running around and talebearing with me. You already feel like you an elder, but you not, bro. You 4 years in. 5 at most. Okay? These type of things, this foundation right here needs to be worked out before you even continue to move on, bro. I'm telling you this out of kindness and trying to help. Just out of wisdom. These type of habits got to be fixed or your congregation going to be wicked, man. All right? Mistreating brothers. Doing brothers like that. Sincere brothers, too, that's producing works. All right? You don't treat brothers like that, man. Deleting brothers' comments. Blocking brothers. Getting your wife to block brothers. We ain't even say nothing to your wife, man. Y'all be sitting over there in y'all mind and letting your mind gain you and throw you a certain way when it's a deceitful thing. When brothers don't even, I ain't never felt no ill will towards you, bro, until you started lying on me. And I ain't feel no ill will towards you still. Because I still went and dressed you like a man. And I told you, bro, nah, bro, you need to fix that, bro. All right? Because as a brother, man, we going to talk, man. I got brothers. And we talk. We fix and we work out things. That's how it's supposed to be handled. You don't supposed to just let things continue to build up. That's females type of stuff, man. That's what females do. They just sit back and gossip and talk and bullshit and let things grow and hate each other on the low. We ain't doing that, bro. All right? And you have my number. You one of the few brothers that do have my number, man. You know? Being a talebearer, man, that ain't it, man. That ain't gonna slide. Not now, not in the kingdom, not ever, bro. You know? So my words to you is judge with righteous judgment, bro. Take your time, especially knowing that I'm not a brother that just be slacking off and be slothful. I'm actually a brother that produce works, hit the corners, all right? Weekly, okay? So what'd you think? Going try to slander my name and defraud me was gonna make me stop doing the works or something? I don't do this for men. I do this for Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. I don't do this for the praises of men. I don't do this to be famous or money or none of that. All right? I don't know what you thought you could do. You can't be against the truth, only for the truth, man. All right, with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. Shalawam to you, sincere Aki. I'm out there pushing and preaching 100% doctrine. 144,000 as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children. Tabernacle of David. Shalawam, Kwam Yasharahla. A Baba ball to this nation, man. A Baba ball to this bullshit, man. Shalawam.